This production is a very particular production. It's in a very special place, the Royal Albert Hall, and it is for an extremely popular audience who are come to expect and want to see ancient Egypt before them. And I don't want to disappoint them.
Aida, Verdi's epic opera, a tragic love triangle among the pyramids. Today is the first rehearsal of a new production, a partnership between Raymond Gubby and the Royal Albert Hall.
The hottest ticket in town. Get while you can.
First night is just over 4 weeks away. Many of the cast and crew are meeting for the first time.
Good to see you, Jakob.
Assistant Director Jacopo Spire's first role today will be as translator for one of the Italian principals, a language familiar to a greater or lesser degree to many of those present.
That's very important. It's very important. It's the first new production we've done for 8 years, so we're very excited because we've been doing revivals in between. So a new production of Aida is something very special because it's about the biggest opera you can ever have. I think we've got the ideal team there to do it, and I'm very heartened to see everyone here this morning at the first day of rehearsals all keyed up and ready to go.
I mean, I've seen all the pictures. And,
this will also be the company's introduction to the settings and the inspiration behind it, the vastness of the pyramids and the drama of massive carvings.
You realise how the story of Aida literally comes off the walls.
What was fascinating was that as you go out and you look at all these ruins, a great deal of what you see is actually underground, and what is very powerful is this sense of looking at a landscape which has bits of the antiquity sticking up, but it doesn't give you everything. What there is this, first of all, there's this mystery, and this terrific sense all the time of history.
What is special about this production is the Albert Hall. And the Albert Hall is a very, very specific space. From my own experience in watching opera in the Albert Hall, and I went to see Butterfly a few times from different angles, different positions, to try to understand exactly how it works, is the floor is all important. It has a very strong atmosphere, and it is really the key to everything. If you get the floor right, it is the most important part of the scenery.
We wanted to give a sense not just of, obviously, of the archaeological site, but also very specifically of Egypt, so people feel that they've been there. I felt that what would be exciting was to project onto the inside of the building. So originally the idea was to actually project an image of Egypt, as in the pyramids at the beginning in the first scene, on the Albert Hall itself. In the end, it's worked out that we're not going to project directly onto the Albert Hall itself. However, the screens are going to be quite subtle, and the drawing emerges as we watch, and then it turns slowly into actually a photograph. Effectively, each scene is set up by the image on this. We don't do a drawing each time because it's too complicated and repetitive, but we do have an image, a landscape of some sort, or an architectural scape of some sort for each scene to help set us. And there's a kind of transition for each scene, which Nina will show you shortly. And this is actually the image of the very final scene. It's the one I happen to have now in cards because this has been a long process to develop.
I think we saw the outline designs nearly 2 years ago now, and Stephen's ideas. The very interesting thing is that he had these ideas almost from day one, and he's developed them and refined them, and now we're seeing them come to fruition. That's what makes it really exciting and fascinating.